If this is your first time here on a Friday morning, then at 9 a.m. every week we go through a lesson or an exercise or a technique or a principle, and I give you the lesson. It's up to you to take that lesson and then apply it. So we're on number 43, strength and fitness and finesse, how to have that skill. So last week we talked about the knees and building the glute medius. Did you have a chance to go through and do that exercise? Let me know, and let me know how did it feel. So if you're able to bust out 20 reps of each exercise, each of the 7 exercises, then you're pretty solid, especially if you did those the very first time. But my guess is you did not do 20 and that you had to take a little break in between those exercises. Do the exercises back to back, no breaks, and try to shoot for 20 reps. When you're strong without weight, then just attach some ankle weights and do the same movement while keeping very strict form. So I hope you can hear me well, the sound is good, and that we're ready to go. Okay, so strength. Are you strong or are you powerful? Now that's one thing that Bruce Lee talked about. Can you use your strength at the right time? So you can be strong, but is your strength something you can, on a moment's notice, can you do a takedown? Can you do a certain kick at the right moment? So you build your strength slowly, and you demonstrate your strength. These are two different things. So if I want to build strength, I'll slow down. I'll go back to muscle control and I'll do very low reps, but very heavy if I'm using weight or other pieces of equipment, and I'll do it very slow. And then once I demonstrate my strength, let's say in sparring or wrestling, grappling, so forth, that's where I have to be explosive. Then I demonstrate my strength. If I did not prepare my body for the activity, then I will get injured. If you train strength explosively, I don't like to do that. I try to focus on very slow, controlled movements. So let's talk about that a little bit, the strength. One exercise I want you to practice, these are Negong exercises again, because I really strongly believe in them and building up your internal power. First work the internal, then that'll lead to better results in the external. But in the West, we try to focus on the outward appearance first, like how big my muscles are, how much definition I have, but that does not necessarily equate to health and real strength. Your organs have to be strong, your ligaments, your tendons, more than the outward appearance, in my book. The outward experience is only a bonus. All right. So one exercise I want you to start practicing. This one is, if you want to become a Superman or a Superwoman, then try to do this exercise for about 3 minutes. I'll do it from the front first, and then I'll do it from the side. Feet together. Keep the feet flat. Squat down so your legs are at a 90 degree. With your hands, you'll do an energetic position. Your left hand will flow to the left and your right hand will flow around to the right. So your energy is going to interconnect at this point, at the wrist. So your left hand points to the left, your right hand points to the right, and you hold this position. So I have limited time for my video. I'm not going to bore you with holding this position for 5 minutes, but I'm trying each time to build my strength and to hold this position. I focus on the intersecting energy and how one flows to the left, one flows to the right. And that's it. That's what I focus on for that minute or that 2 minutes. From the side, I'm trying to keep my back as straight as I can, so you'll need some ankle flexibility to do this. So you go down and you try to bend as low as you can, nice and straight, as much as you can, and hold the position. Do this exercise every day and build your power. If you had a chance to do it with me, how did it feel? How does it feel in the beginning? Like torture. It's a very difficult movement to do. That's your first exercise. Second exercise is the star. The star, there's a test with this. It's a 40-minute test. You don't have to do the 40-minute test. You can start with a minute, right? So we start in small baby steps. The star is a very wide stance. Your legs are locked and they're wide enough that your hands are hovering above your ankles. Now think of your body as a terminal, a generator of energy. So you have a terminal 1, terminal 2, your feet, terminal 3, terminal 4, and then your dantian, terminal 5. So all these terminals are talking to each other like a network. So my hand flows to my foot flows to the dantian, and through my arm to my other terminal, and from this terminal to this terminal, and so forth, crisscrossing everywhere to dantian. And then flowing straight up. There's an important meridian here in the center and across and through your head out to the universe. That's what you're trying to visualize, that network, that electricity, that energy flowing and crisscrossing. And when you're out here, extend your arms out and chest is out. Extend your arms out. Imagine like you are holding onto a broomstick or a bow staff on top of your shoulders, and that you're keeping it as straight as you can. And you put the timer on and you focus on holding the strong position. And I'm visualizing that light or that energy or that laser, that network flowing back and forth. Holding a minute for some might be challenging, and if you're up for the test, we'll try to see how long you can actually hold the star posture. You're trying to aim for a 40-minute hold. Now, it seems a lot, but start building it up. 1 minute, and then 2, and then 3, and then 5, and then 10, while keeping very strict form. Do these while you're doing the energetic exercises, like the shooting finger, the snapping back motion, the striking of the dantian, the leg swinging, all the movements I've showed you before. You have to do these first so that the energy is flowing to get the best result. Slap, hit the different parts I showed you before. Force the chi, the flow to move. And then once it's moving, then finish with the star posture and the low squat hold, flowing left and right. I want you to add these to your routine. And last, I want you to work on finesse. The finesse for me is super important. How I move with that agility like a cat. And there's a very simple drill you can do, again from Neigong training, and it goes something like this. So you just need a bit of space to move and slow down, calm your mind. You're here, you take your first step forward. When you step, imagine you're stepping on eggshells, so very, as if the floor is made out of glass, very fragile. twist your foot on the ball of your foot and turn your heel in. Then slowly step and drop your foot. Then turn your foot, heel in, and then step forward. 1. Turn. Okay, that's your movement. So I would do here in the dojo, I would just do laps. So I would go straight the whole distance, and then I would come back. Very slowly, take your time and rotate the foot, step, and drop the foot. Turn. I'm being very, very meticulous in how I step, how I move, and I'm totally immersed in that moment, the Mushin state. I'm in the moment, and I'm very aware of each step. I'm doing it very slowly. I'm hovering over the ground, just barely touching, then sinking the weight, then making my rotation and flowing from left leg to right leg. Again, incorporate this simple exercise. If you've done a very intense workout and you want to finish with something more zen-like or more soft, then you do this exercise. Just stepping and feeling the movement step by step. It's very soothing, calming, and it's a meditative type of exercise. That's one. And the last one I want you to do is one that helps you build your soft and hard energy, yin and yang, white, black. To try to, you're shifting from one state to the next. Okay? Again, do these exercises after you've done all of the more dynamic exercise to get the chi and the blood flowing in your body. All right. So feet shoulder width apart, legs are locked. Connect your hands one on top of the other. Connect your thumbs together. Okay, this is the starting position. I'll do the movement first, and then I'll explain how you contract. So my hands come up. That's my motion, very simple. Thumbs together. I raise my hands like an eagle. I press. I come back to my head and I come down. Follow this meridian line down and come back to my start point. I breathe and you breathe however you want. The raising motion, you're loose and relaxed. This is yin energy. When you press out, I want you to flex everything. You flex your arms, you press out, the chest comes up, the shoulders, your abdominals, your legs, your butt, everything tenses up. You become like stone, very, very hard. Everything is like steel, like iron. And then you relax, come back to soft energy, reconnect, and when you feel right, start over. Go from soft to hard, soft and hard. This is other ways to do muscle control techniques. Do these at the end, just before doing your closing position. I love this one, going from soft to hard, controlling my body and feeling the nuance, the difference between yang energy and yin energy. Again, all these are to strengthen the body and the mind. It clears the mind. It's a very powerful one and I really love it, and I wanted you to see it, to feel it for yourself. And this is our lesson for today. Put these exercises in practice. If you just watch this video, you're gaining some value, but the real value is from you doing the exercises with me and incorporating them in your routine. Do these daily or every other day. If you like these videos, always please like them and share them with other friends or family or people you might think will benefit from this. If you want to have more information and do this Negong training online from the comfort of your home, then do so. I'll post a link, very simple, wudangnegong.com. Go there and you can do all these workouts and these techniques and learn all of them on that website. As always, stay on the path of self-mastery. I'm Sibak Martin Patenaude, and I'll see you soon.